Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rukahakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who ruled well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's going to be sitting around that what you see on the screen. And it is the word cuck by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary.com. Pretty much due to recent events that has transpired in Israel, going on in these different other camps and their leaders and what they doing. I mean, do I really even have to be specific? We all know what's going on, right? The information that came out, and it's pretty much the inspiration for this topic in case those, may not know if it is unlawful to be a cuck, right? Because that's pretty much what was going on. When a man fetishizes his wife to be taken and defiled by another man, if that arouses him, the term for that would be cuckold, right? And that's, pretty much what, the head of Sakari, or former head of Sakari, was participating in, kind of like being a swinger, but not really, because he was just into his wife being ravished by so-called white men, right? While at the same time being degraded by her, right? So it's some real twisted, mind fuck shit. But you got people out there who's defending it, and I just wanted to, bring out some edification. So the word cuck or cuckold means a man whose wife is unfaithful, right? So you have scriptures say you got an unfaithful wife, divorce her, right? That's the only reason you're supposed to divorce a woman, is if she is unfaithful, right? So if you don't divorce her, then it's because you're a cuck and you get some type of arousal and enjoyment out of it, right? A weak or submissive man, often used as an insulting or contemptuous term for a man who has politically progressive or moderate views. Okay, so, that's not what we're talking about. But weak and submissive. To be sexually unfaithful to someone, especially a man. Also to have sexual relations with the spouse or partner of someone else, especially a man. Okay. So, punish someone about cucking suit. What's that? Oh, okay. That is something else. But, so pretty much you get the gist. A weak man who wants to be degraded in the ultimate way by his woman being unfaithful and him being knowledgeable of it, right? So got a few precepts, right? Pretty much expounding on it. This is Genesis 3 and 16. Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee, right? And one thing that was mentioned in this whole scandal and debacle that went on was that he was into his woman being pretty much out of order. He liked he likes women who are masculine, who are overly masculine, who, you know, want to usurp authority over you, for lack of better words, right? A woman who got a mouth on her, you know, she trying to fight you, calling you all type of names, you know, just not even when she angry, just pretty much she don't respect you, okay? So just to even, and really that's the beginning stages of being a cuck, right? Because if your woman don't respect you, you know, it's almost like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, that's very demoralizing if you have a woman who you love and cherish and she doesn't even respect you enough to, you know, talk to you properly or, you know, do whatever you ask her to do, right? Or just to honor you. You know, you want a woman that's going to dishonor you, that's bugged out. You know, then that's the beginning of being a cuck. Okay? So a woman's purpose is to be ruled over by a man. So for a man to not want to perform that in itself is almost like, you know, a big, it's a marvel, right? That's something that you marvel at because, you know, a woman doesn't even feel secure if she feel like you can't rule over her, right? She wants to be ruled, okay? Hey, that's why a woman, you know, they don't want no pussyfooting man. You know, if she can get away with certain things, you know, doing certain things to you, how much more another man, you know? So if you don't do that, or if you, hey, a lot of the times if you don't rule over your woman, then she'll go find a man that will, right? But in this case, you know, it was preferred for her to do that, right? Which is, you know, another thing in itself. It's almost like you're forcing her to commit adultery. Like you get a kick out of it, which is, you know, very much profane. You know, it's abominable. Okay, so it is definitely against the scriptures to the woman said, or the scripture said, let the woman be in silence with all subjection and let her learn from her husband at home. How's she gonna learn if she can't be ruled over? This is Romans 1 and 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And there's a lot of ways that a woman can change her natural use that's against nature, not just being a lesbian, you know, but also in ruling over her man, okay, and being coerced into being married, but yet having relations with another man, right? And the man being okay with it, her husband being okay with it. You know, that's very, very degenerate. And that's heathenistic in nature. Okay. And the next step in that is, you know, pretty much being a homo. You know, that if you got a boss at work and he's a demon, right? He always bitching, complaining, you know, or he doing shit like pretty much having power trips. A lot of the time that be from them not being able to rule their house at home. You know, they woman, you know, bitching them all day, every day at the house. You know, that's where the root of that comes from a lot of the times. That's why the nigga get the work. He put on the manager badge and now he feel like he's somebody. Right now he feel like he can usurp authority and now he feel like he got power over something. Right. So it's very much unnatural because a man was made to rule. That's why a man has a wife, because he has a house for him to order and rule his house. But to be or to have your woman sit in a position that's not of that is, it's out of order. It's abominable. So better yet, how much more for your woman to be out here getting popped by other men? That's on a whole nother different level, right? That's on a whole nother different level. It's something that ought not to be, even thought of. Is very much, especially by your enemy. That's, by you know, that's something crazy. Getting her shirts to say I love, white men, sending her videos of, black women doing things with white men. That's diabolical in nature, right? Very much bugged out. Oh, in case you didn't know, right? To be in the spirit, of course, his or the guy that inspired the video is his situation is on the extreme side, which all of it is extreme anyway, you know, because just to have the thought of it is bugged out. But his is extreme because he's supposed to be this prominent figure, and he wants his wife to be ravished by the enemy. But to even have the thought of wanting being okay with your woman doing any type, because you got Jake in the world who would say, well, shit, I cheated, so it's only right that she get hers back, and she said she ain't gonna do it no more, because niggas are in that weak ass spirit. This is 1 Corinthians 6:9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, right? And you abusing yourself by allowing your woman to go out there and participate in such activities. And you're to be a cuck, you're guilty of being a fornicator, an adulterer, right? Because you're allowing her to, for one, being a fornicator is goes back to adultery, but it also goes back to immoral sexual practices, right? And to allow your woman to step outside the house, is very immoral, okay? And to get aroused, that's bugged out. Back in the day, that's something that's worthy of being put to death for, especially knowing the truth. Like, you ain't supposed to be having that type of mindset, nor effeminate. See, I was going to that word effeminate, right? The word effeminate is malakos, and it means soft to the touch, effeminate, right? Of a male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness, right? That is lewdness, okay? And I'm not even speaking on what else was being practiced, but just, to be soft. You have to be soft to want a man to go and to have the thoughts of a man to ravish your woman and be aroused by it. That's very, very effeminate, okay? It's almost gay. It might be gay, depends on, it's gay, right? To want your woman to be, out there for another man and sponsor to prostitute. It's almost like prostituting your woman, your wife, and the scriptures speak on being a whoremonger. You being a whoremonger, man. You being a whoremonger. All right. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So by being in that type of spirit, you're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You're not one of the elect. To be in the mindset of being okay with your woman going out and doing, and I don't care how you look at it, you know. Well, she deleted his number and because Jay could try to convince himself. Niggas will look at the situation that happened with Sakari and think, oh, shit, that ain't me. I could never. But your woman out there stepping out on you, she ain't doing it. You don't like when she do it, but you's too scared to lead a bitch. So, hey, you just as weird. You just as much as a fucking cuck. Jake be scared to lead these women. Fuck these bitches. If you feel like your woman got to step out on you for you to keep her, if that's what you feel like, that's the sacrifice, you a fucking weirdo and you ain't a man of the Lord. And with that, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakudash, Wabba, and DTA, DTN.